All right, then everybody, this is Yada here, and I'm over here with Nick that got second place at the OTS Championship. And what deck are you playing?
I'm playing Pure Snake Eye.
All right, and then do you have any shout-outs or anything you want to say?
Yeah, big shout out to Game Master, Card Haven, all the boys that come out to locals every Saturday.
Yeah.
And yeah, we like to see it, you know?
Yeah.
So
all right.
let's get to the deck. Pretty standard package. So we're playing 3 Ash, the most broken card of the deck. This literally searches everything and anything. Pretty much gets you to full combo. This one card equals full combo, and on like a board of Apo, Borreload, and just all the interruption in the world. 2 pop. It kind of sucks to draw one, so sometimes we play 2. 1 Oak. I've never really needed more than that.
You're not playing the other Snake Eye, the level 1?
No, I think Birch is kind of bad. Yeah, it's a free special, but it requires you to already have an extender in order to be able to utilize it. So I feel like for that reason, it's not that good. And it's really easy to go through our next card, 2 Flame Birch. This card's kind of cracked. This is Eclipse Wyvern. This is probably getting banned.
I was going to ask if you think it's going to get banned.
Yeah, this card is just way too strong. It does everything. It's a free special. It's a free non-target revive 2. It literally lets you play through Nib. And just the amount of combos that this card does is just absolutely insane. 1 Jet, kind of standard for this build, I think. Sometimes we go into Borreload, Formula. Just a couple Synchro plays in order to get a couple Omnis out on board is kind of important. But other than that, like this graveyard effect is kind of cracked. Let's say I link off into like a Hida or something, then I go Jet, bring back, and link those off into a Princess. Normal, go Jet, target the, or not Jet, go Oak, target the Jet, bring it back, and just keep extending. So now you have Jet for next play as well. As a result, we want max consistency. So 3 Diabell Star, 3 Wanted, 1 Original. I think this is fine, especially for Pure. When I was playing Fire King, I felt like 2 was enough, especially having it squeeze it into 40. But yeah, these cards by themselves are just 2-card starters. Gets you pretty much anywhere. You also play Temple for that reason. This helps you play through Nib, and it also helps you play through Shifter, just setting an Ash in your spell and trap zone, and as soon as your opponent normal or special something to the field, just being able to get that follow-up for next turn is kind of important. We have 3 Bonfire and a 1-for-1. This one in hard sometimes we use this as Ash bait. If you get drolled, it's not too like horrible. You just go Bonfire into pop, chain 1 pop, and if they have the droll, you can keep playing. It also makes these cards kind of live. 2 Triple T. I want to give a big shout out to Michael. Initially, I wasn't playing these, and he told me last night that it was coming up quite a bit for him. He won the box tourney over at Card Haven, and yeah, this card honestly overperformed. It did like, I think I saw my opponent's hand 4 out of 6 matches before Top Cut. It didn't come up very much in Top Cut, but this card single-handedly probably got me undefeated pretty much up until round 6, where I bricked and then I went to go eat. 2 Lullaby. I kind of like this idea. Theory Crafting Packs List. 3 feels like a little too much. I don't know who made this card or why it's not once per turn, but yeah, that's kind of crazy. I think it came up 2 games where I was playing against like some variation of the mirror, whether it was Fire King or Rescue Ace, but yeah, just being able to have that card as an extender to play through Droll, just called Black Witch, is kind of crazy. Let's go to hand traps. So I think all the hand traps here are kind of standard and mandatory. So we have 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Veiler, 3 Nib, and 3 Droll. All of these, honestly, like the percentage of seeing at least some of these in combination with starter is like 80%. honestly, like you see two non-engine, 3 engine, you're pretty much winning the entire time. So any combination of these hand traps, as long as it's not multiple of like nib or ash, anything like that, is honestly perfect. Like seeing Valor troll or like nib imperm or ash imperm, just being able to utilize the hand traps in the correct spots is that much more important. Now we'll go to his side. Link Crevo, this card's cool. Lets you dodge Valor Imperm, not too bad. Hita Dart, self-explanatory reasons. If you play the mirror, sometimes stealing Black Witch is good, stealing Snake Eye Ash and full combo is good. You can also combo this with Lullaby. You go Lullaby, call Snake Eye Ash, normal Ash, go into Pop, link off into Hita, steal the Ash from your opponent's grave, go Princess, bring back Ash, and just full combo. You also play SP and IP. This is kind of the bread and butter. Being able to make this on your opponent's turn is pretty crazy. Phoenix, this card's an MVP. Honestly, the amount of times I pop Summon Limit with this card and the link arrows of this card just honestly go so insane. 1 Princess. I really want to bump this up to 2. I don't think it's right, but I felt like missing the second one compared to when I was playing in Fire King kind of came up. As a result, I kind of hated this card. I felt like this card never came up, especially since I'm not playing Access Code or anything like that. Like, yeah, I understand Pax Line with being able to make Apo, but I just felt like it didn't come up enough. So I'm probably going to cut this for one of 3 things. I'm either going to make a second SP, a second Princess, or even an Underworld Goddess for like some of those tower decks. This is also kind of standard. If you want to OTK, Raging Phoenix into Z-Lances, you go Z-Lances, special out everything, Princess Pop, Raging Phoenix bring back, and just swing for game. We're also playing the Synchro package, so Formula. There's some cool plays that you can do where you put this in the spell and trap zone. Quick sync on your opponent's turn, make like a free Baron, and then you still have Flameburst effect to bring back 2 level 1 fires, and your Princess is live again. Overload. Usually you play this in the anti-nib line. You make this really early on, and if they don't nib you, you just have full combo and Omni Baron. There's a couple times where this felt kind of useless, but in other games, like I was SP banishing SP and Baron just to refresh my Omni, and it felt really nice. And Typhon, this actually came up kind of clutch in my last round against Rescue Ace. I was able to bounce back his Terahertz. Being able to bounce it back at that point, so that way he doesn't have any follow-up and his Turbulence doesn't do anything. He has to like force out his battle phase in order to get rid of this. Is I don't know. It's not bad. I get the theory, but I don't know. Traditionally in the past, I felt like if you have to play this card, it's always a lose more card, because at that point you can't really do anything beyond that. Off to the side, 1 Mag, 1 Jurus. I didn't really feel like I needed any more. I understand why people play it. Like, it's good against Voiceless, it's good against Pure. Hitting like the Flameburst target, usually it's IP or something. Kind of goes crazy. Kurikaro, this card overperformed today. I felt like this card winning crazy. Like, the amount of times I would Kurikara, even like a 1-card Omni, is just crazy. This hits the entire Voiceless board. I had a situation where I went against Vanquish Soul, and he activated all his cards on field. I literally just dropped this, and he stuck out his hand and just shook it, because there's just no follow-up after that. Because I knew his set was Dust Devil, and he had Jowlon in hand, so he wasn't doing anything. 3 Mourner, good time card. I wish it came up more, but it really only comes up in the Mirror and Fire King, I feel like. Maybe sometimes Voiceless, but I don't know, it's not that crazy. Bell, I felt like this card underperformed. I get why people play it, like hitting Flameburst is nice, but I think people are getting smarter about playing around this. Like, there's a couple lines where you can just go you link off into like SP, then you go Flame Burst 1, SP2, target like a non-important spell, and if they nib you there, you still have SP and whatever comes back, so it's not too bad. Crossout's not bad. You call any part of this deck, they lose, especially in the Mirror or Fire King. You call like Snake Eye Ash off this, they literally pass, and then you normal Oak, bring back the Snake Eye Ash for full combo. It's so stupid. And 3 summon limit. There was a game where one of the other top contenders during Top Cut, he was playing Anti-Spell instead, but he was also on Pure, and he flips up Anti-Spell really early on. The Rescue Ace player drops a Fenrir on him, and I essentially like talked to him after the game. I was like, listen, if this was a summon limit, like the fact that he gets to an original and everything, you just flip the summon limit on top of his original activation, he just loses because the last card in his hand was Preventer, and he had no Rescue Ace cards. This card's probably getting limited. I do think it's the best Floodgate right now, if you're gonna play any. Really, that's it. This deck's kind of crazy. The amount of non-engine it just plays, how it can just play through virtually everything. Like I said, opening 2 to 3 non-engine plus 2 to 3 starter makes tactics kind of useless against them. And if you're really confident in the Mirror, you're gonna show it because pretty much the better person playing the deck will always end up winning.
All right.
But other than that, that's pretty much it.
All right, sounds good, Nick. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the deck profile. Appreciate it.